Today, we are forecasting a positive balance of $1.052 billion for the 20 and 21 biennium. The budget balance is $492 million less than the November forecast, which was $1.544 billion. Our forecast has been lowered today because we have reduced our revenue projections over the next 4 years. We made this reduction to revenue projections because, number one, we were forecasting a reduction in economic growth in the future, and number two, we have seen a reduction in actual revenue receipts since November. As a result, our budget outlook has weakened since November. Today's forecast balance projected for $1.02 billion for 20 and 21 is in addition to our reduced revenue projections. We are also projecting some reduction in expenditures that will offset part of the reduction in revenues.
This forecast validates the approach that we proposed in our budget last Tuesday. We must make investments that continue economic growth, and my investments in education, jobs, and transportation will do just that. Now, I know when I finish, whether it's here or somewhere else, our Republican friends will come and take this place, and I'll just save you all time and tell you what they're going to tell you. Cut taxes and cut spending on education and those things that actually grow the economy. This trickle-down economic theory that no matter what the budget forecast says is what we have to do is what gets us into these problems. Had we followed their advice and had we followed what they're proposing, we will blow billion-dollar holes in our budget. It will come from the general fund, and the very investments that will allow us to grow in an economic slowdown will be taken away. The ability to have the best qualified workforce, the ability to have the best transportation system, the ability to have prosperity in communities that attract people to come here. So leaving that in there, they will try and pay for those on the backs of our children, our elderly, and our most vulnerable.
All of the other states in the nation have already started spending this money to make their voting system secure.
These funds must be used up in 5 years, and 1 year is gone. The other body has passed the full funding by a bipartisan vote of 105 to 23. The need for cybersecurity is great. Bots are attacking our system constantly. They only need to get the hit right once. We need to block every one. Any messing with our system has the potential to not only steal private data, but we have also the larger goal of preventing the disrupting of our trust in our elections.
Hopefully we'll get the rest of the money this session. If not, we're not going to be back here until next spring when we've got a primary in March of 2020. And we know, for those who like to be critical of the way IT is handled in this state, it would probably be better to get a head start on these projects, to be working on them, to be bringing in the partners, to be bringing in the vendors, to be doing the testing that we all know from lots of hearings needs to be done to ensure that our systems are working.